Hello everybody, Jamie the Board Game Man, and today we are looking at a game from Parker Brothers back in the year 1970. It plays 2 to 8 players. It is called Scan. Now in this game, a card is flipped over and you choose which one of the 4 that you're going to try to match onto the other card, such as color, shapes, patterns, there's one more, and position. So what you do is you have a card faced up in front of you, and what you try to do is you try to match that with the other card that's face up on the board. It'll make more sense once I show you the tutorial, which we'll do right now. So let's head on over to the gamers table, where I'm going to show you how to play Scan. Alright everybody, here we are at the gaming table with Scan. Let's take a peek and see what's going on in this game. As you can see the components, you're going to have a little red tray that you're going to place the brown cards in. You also have a set of these kind of like a blue-green, like a turquoise, like a dark turquoise color. You also have a cover card. You'll have 3 Bluffo cards, and of course you will have the instruction booklet right here. And there's 3 different ways to play the game. I'll go over all 3 of them. First of them, I'll show you the basic, and then I'll show you the. It's like it plays the same way, just a little bit different. I believe it's called. Let's see here, the dealer's choice, and then we'll go over the Bluffo cards. So let's go ahead and show you how this works. The basics of the game is you will not have the Bluffo cards. We're going to take these out, so you're not going to use these during this first part. Okay, we're going to take these out, and I will show you those in just a bit later. You're going to take the cover card. First, you're going to go ahead and shuffle these cards, and then you'll place the cover card right over, like so. These cards, what you'll do is you're pretty much going to spread them out all around the table. So you're going to pretty much take all these, you're going to place them all over the place, just like so. Okay, that way everyone can see all the cards that are in the game here. Okay, just like so. Okay. So you're going to spread them all out just like so. Then what you're going to do is at the very beginning, before you take the cover card off, you're going to announce which item on this card you are trying to match with one of these. The 4 different things on the card, as I'll show you right here. I'll go with these 2 first. You got the shape and the pattern. Then on the bottom part, I'll flip it over this way, is a position and color. Okay. So let's just say the first player says, we're going to go for color. Then you're going to remove the cover card, and everyone's going to take a look at this card here, and they're going to look at the color, and they want to have to try to match this color scheme to any one of these cards. So at this point, everyone's looking at the cards saying, okay, and you got to look at the outer part is yellow, orange, green, and like an orange, like a red. So you can see there's all sorts of different colors you got to look at. Some of them are very close. Some are very, very close. But then some of them are totally far off. Like you see some of them have orange. But then this is a green outer shape. So you got to make sure you really pay attention to what this is like. Once you find the card that matches, or I should say the pattern, because we definitely have 4 different things here that you call out. So in this game, the player said color. So you're only looking at the color. Once you find that same exact color, you put your hand on the card, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and show it to everybody. And you can see here, this is a match. You have yellow, orange, green, and then red. This would be a winner. So what would happen would be, is this card would be discarded, and then this player would actually keep this card in front of them, face down, and then you would go on to the next one, which would be this one here. So as soon as you draw the card, you will take the cover card and place it back on there. That way no one can look ahead and do that. So once you do, you put it back on there, and then the second round, you do it again. You're going to look at the color, you're going to look around, try to find it, and if you're the first person to put your hand on it, you make sure it matches. Obviously, if you are incorrect, then you are eliminated from that round until someone finds it. And as soon as someone finds it, they take that card, and there you go. Then you go on to the next round, okay? You're going to go through all these cards. Whoever has the most of these will win the game. Just that simple. Now you have the dealer's choice way to play. And the dealer's choice, all it really is you're going to change it up every single time. So let's just say that was color. And then the next one we're going to say, okay, this time we're doing pattern. Okay? Everyone looks at the card, and then you look and try to find this exact pattern that's on the board. Okay? That's pretty much what dealer's choice is. You're not doing, the first one was just you're looking through color. You're doing color on all of them. Where this time the dealer's choice, you changed up every single round. So, this time would be pattern, and then position. I'm sorry, not pattern, position. And then the next time, okay, let's do shape. And then everyone will look at the shape and do so on. The third one is the Bluffo cards that I was showing. There is 3 of these. In this game, what you would do is, at the very beginning, you would take out 3 of these cards. You would take 3 of them out. Let's just say, just blindly, we just took 3 of these out. So obviously, 3 of those cards in there will not be matched. If you discover that, you know what, I'm not going to put the Bluffo cards right here next to the pile, and say you're looking like, you know what, I don't think that card, I think that card's missing. I don't think it's in here. Then you put your hand on the Bluffo card. Everyone else decides they want to keep looking, and if everyone else is in agreement that, you know what, yeah, I don't see it here, I think it's gone, then you're rewarded the Bluffo card. Okay? And then this would be worth 2 points. Now what happens is, if you guess wrong, say you guess wrong, then what happens is the player that ends up winning that round can take a card from you. So let's just say I had a couple over here, and I guessed wrong. I said, oh, it's this one. Oops, I guessed wrong. Then what happens is, whoever, maybe player 2 end up winning it, then I have to give up one of my cards and gives it to them. If I don't have any cards in my position, obviously they don't get anything. Now, if I have cards in a Bluffo card, I would give away one of these cards. If I only have a Bluffo card, let's just say that's the only one I have, then I'd have to give up that Bluffo card, and then they get 2 points for that Bluffo card. Okay? And that, my friends, is Scan. So all you're doing is you're just trying to match the brown card with the corresponding greenish card, and that's pretty much all you're doing. And then you choose which one you're going to do, pattern, shape, color, or position, and you go at it. So until all the cards have been matched. Then you count the total amount of cards each person has, and whoever has the most cards wins the game. And that, my friends, is Scan. Now let's head on over to the game room, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts on Scan. Very interesting little game. I mean, very simply made. You just do 2 cards of the same. You put one as a tan backing. You put one as like a green kind of backing onto it. And you go at it. And I think it's a pretty cool little game. I can imagine 4 to 6 players, up to 8 players this thing plays, where all these pairs of eyes are staring at all these cards trying to find the match. And whoever has the most cards at the end of the game wins. I did show you all 3 versions of the game, where one of them is pretty much just, okay, we're going to color this game. And then every card you're looking for the color. Where the other way to play was you changed it up every single time, which I think I'd pretty much like that. And then you had the Bluffo cards, which is the third one I showed you. I guess the only bad thing about it is if you're colorblind, I guess you wouldn't be able to do the color part of it, but at least you'd be able to do the other 3. So, I mean, it's not too bad. You just can't play the color part, and that's whatever. And I mean, that's okay. You can still be able to enjoy the game. So, yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's a pretty cool little game. It's, usually you can find it around. I've seen it around quite often, actually. And a lot of people don't even know about it. And the last time I checked, at the time of doing this video, I don't think there's any videos on this game. So, probably because it's so simple. Okay, you grab a card, you match it, you snag it, you get a point. I mean, there's not much to it. But I wanted to bring in a little bit of light to it. I mean, it is a pretty cool little game. It's an oldie. It's from 1970. And I just wanted to share it with all of you. Well, that's my episode on Scan. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And let me know if you have the game or if you don't have the game. Let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And happy gaming.